Hello, hello, hello. Guys, it's a new year, and I am excited to be doing our first Snapback Live Facebook Live chat. So I am really thrilled to be here, and I'm just praying and hoping that each and every one of you had a marvelous, peaceful, eventful New Year's. Guys, can you believe it? We have stepped into 2025. And today we're going to dive into something, a topic that I'm excited about, and I hope you will be excited about. So, welcome to the Snapback Life Facebook Live. I want to wish you Happy New Year, and I am excited to be kicking off 2025 with this topic. So welcome to our first live chat of the year. Oh my God, it's going to be great. Before we dive into what we're going to talk about, I just want to give you the topic of what we're going to be talking about. And I hope this is going to resonate with you. And I hope that you are going to create what we're going to be talking about. So we're going to be preparing to create your manifesto and your vision board for 2025. And ladies, we will start the year right by diving into these two powerful tools that can help you to create a blueprint for 2025. So let's begin. Your manifesto and your vision board are tools that for many years, a lot of women do this. And I would be curious to know which one of you on a yearly basis create your manifesto and create a vision board. A lot of people create a vision board, but not a manifesto. I recently, about 3 years ago, learned about the manifesto, and I thought that was what a tool that you can use to begin your year. So before we get into the details, I want to remind you today that the beginning of a new year is a fresh opportunity to create the blueprint for the new year. These tools that we're going to talk about today, the manifesto and the vision board, will help us set a course for 2025. And I hope that you are excited as I am about this topic and about how I'm going to give you some hows of how you can initiate developing and creating your manifesto and your vision board. So the importance of a manifesto, right, and a vision board, I want to give you about 4 reasons why it is so important. The first one is that a vision board and a manifesto, it sets clear intentions. When we create a manifesto and a vision board, what it does for us, ladies, it sets a clear intention for the ensuing year. And, over the years, we always talk about, having resolutions for the year. And by 2 weeks into the new year, those resolutions are depleted. They're no more. We set goals that are not reachable, right? So a few years ago, I decided I am not going to set goals, but I'm going to set intentions, right? A manifesto helps you to declare your values, your mission, and goals for the year, or in other words, your intention for the year. It sets the tone and aligns you with your divine purpose. A vision board serves as a visual, right? It's a visual reminder. It's something that when you create it, you put it in a place where you are able to visualize this board, this vision that you have set for yourself, right? It reminds you on a daily of your dreams, your aspirations, and keeping you focused, keeping you in alignment with your intentions. Number two, the tool of the manifesto and the vision board. Number two, it gives you clarity and focus. Think about that. It gives us clarity and focus, because without clarity, it is easy to be distracted or to become overwhelmed. The manifesto and the vision board help you to focus on what truly matters. It's like a blueprint. It's a roadmap. It helps you to stay in alignment with your goals throughout the year. And the third reason why these tools are so important, it gives us accountability. When you write down your intentions and you visualize them, you hold yourself accountable. And not only do you hold yourself accountable, because the thing about when you display your vision board, then sometimes you display it in a place where not only you can see it on a regular, but family members can see it, your children, your spouse, or whomever can see it, and they will remind you. So they help to keep you accountable when it comes to your vision, right? You hold yourself accountable. These tools give you something tangible to refer to, making it harder, making it difficult, right? It's up in your face to forget your commitments to yourself. And the fourth reason why I believe this tool is important, it is a tool of empowerment. Creating your manifesto and your vision board, ladies, it gives you a sense of ownership over the course that you are setting for your life in this season. It also reminds you that you have the power to shape your future. I love that. You have the power within yourself to set the course for your future, to set the course for your next. And I love this. I always make reference to the scripture in the Bible that talks about, it says that God has given us everything that we need for life and godliness. That tells me that everything that I need to set the course for my life to be successful, it's already downloaded in me before the foundations of the earth, before I entered into planet Earth. It is for me, however, to tap into the reservoir of my power, to tap into the reservoir of wisdom and insight and vision that God has given me. And I believe that's the same for you. So the question is, why create a manifesto and why create a vision board? Let's break down the reasons these tools are essential. I'm going to give you 3 reasons that I believe it's important to create your manifesto and to create a vision board. Number 1, to begin with the end in mind. So when you're writing your manifesto and when you're creating your vision board, you are looking at your future. You're looking at the end from the beginning. When you create this manifesto, you're starting the year with your end goal, with your end intention in mind. You're choosing what kind of life you want to live and how you want to show up every day for this year that we have arrived in. And the second reason, the second why to creating your manifesto and a vision board is this: clarity of purpose. You then receive, or you then embody the clarity of your purpose. The vision board helps you to bring your dream into clarity, into focus, laser focus. And how do you do this? By selecting images, words, and quotes that resonates with the vision that you are setting for yourself. You're literally visualizing the life you want to create as you step into your next. And the third reason why we should create this vision board and this manifesto is this: it keeps you focused on what's important. How often are we distracted? We set our goals for the year and life begins to life. Things begin to happen, right? And all the goals that we set falls to the side. And now we're in December and our goals have not been met. But when we create this manifest, when we write down our manifesto and create this vision board, then it keeps us focused, keeps us in alignment, keeps us on track, right? For what is important. When life gets chaotic, your manifesto and your vision board acts as an anchor. I love this. When I wrote this down, I'm like, an anchor. And when you think about an anchor, when you think of these massive ships that are sailing in this ocean, right? And they're able to use an anchor to keep that ship when it docks, right? And so it is with our lives. There are times when we're just sailing along, and the winds of life, the storms of life just keeps buffering us, from one side to the next. But when we have something to anchor, then it keeps us steady. It keeps us focused. It helps us to make decisions that align with the bigger picture that we have for our lives, right? So those are some of the reasons why it is important to write this manifesto and create this vision board as we have stepped into the new year. And so the next step is how to create this manifesto. So we'll start with the manifesto. So here's a step-by-step on how to create the manifesto, right? And I believe another time that we will kind of have like a little workshop that we can do this. Or after we're finished this live, I believe that each and every one of us can create our manifesto and create our vision board. So number one, what you want to do before you sit down to write your manifesto. And a manifesto is basically writing out your intention not in the future, but as if it is now, right? It is like a present tense. You're going to write in a present tense, not a future tense when you begin to write your manifesto. So your manifesto, number one, it reflects on your values and it reflects on your priorities. So what's most important to you in this season of life? So those are some of the questions you're going to ask yourself. What is important to me in this season of life? Is it my health? Is it my faith? Is it family? Is it career? Is it personal growth? And sometimes you can incorporate all these aspects of your life into your manifesto and into your vision board. Your manifesto, ladies, should reflect your core values and your priority. Whatever your core values are, your manifesto should reflect that. And secondly, write your declaration. Start by writing down a statement that declares who you are. One of my declaration is this: I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I am fearfully and wonderfully made, and I am enough, right? So when you're writing your manifesto, it should be declarations. Writing down a statement that declares who you are, that defines who you are, what you stand for, and what you want to accomplish. Think of it as a mission statement for your life. And if you have not written a mission statement for your life, this is a great opportunity to write a mission statement for your life. And you can begin your manifesto with that mission statement. For example, in 2025, this is an example of a mission statement, it's my personal mission statement. I commit to living a life of intentional purpose, focusing on my spiritual growth, prioritizing my health, and stepping into my calling and into my divine assignment with confidence. Ladies, this is my personal declaration. This is my personal mission statement for 2025. Being intentional about pursuing the things of Christ. And number 3, make it specific. Make it specific to you. It is not enough to be vague. Include specific intentions and align your purpose with those specific intentions. For example, you will say something like this or write something like this. I will write my book and start my podcast this year to empower women to reclaim their purpose. This was a part of my declaration in 2024. And yes, I was able to, start my podcast. I was able to co-author, and I was able to empower women to reclaim their purpose. This was my declaration and my mission statement last year, or a part of it, I should say. And number 4, ladies, incorporate affirmation. There is just something powerful about affirmation. Add empowering statements and reinforce your confidence. That reinforces your confidence in achieving your goals. And your declaration is also an example of your affirmation, right? Don't be vague, be specific. One of my affirmation that I say almost every day, or I recite it, is that life is a gift, live it well. And that I am fearfully and wonderfully made, that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Those are some of my affirmations that I incorporate in my life on a regular, right? So we talk about some of the steps that we need to do or to create our manifesto. And I gave you 4 examples. Let's go over them. Number 1, reflect on your values and priorities, right? What is most important for you in this season, right? Number 2, write your declaration. And I gave you an example of a declaration, and make it specific. Don't make it vague. And I gave you an example of that. I will write my book and start my podcast this year, or I will, start my business this year. I will begin to journal this year, and it could be health, it could be finances, whatever it is, whatever is important for you in this year. And also the last one is incorporate affirmation. And we've touched about how good and how powerful, right? Having affirmation, incorporating affirmation in your manifesto so that it can be a regular part of your life, right? So now we want to step into how to create your vision. And I'm going to give you four examples of how you can, begin to create that vision board. Number 1, you want to gather supplies. Here's what you'll need. Okay. A poster board. And sometimes when I create my vision board for the year, I go to the dollar store, right? And I'm able to get a lot of the supplies that I need for my vision board and, things that I have in the house. So you want to get a poster board, and you want to make it however big you want to make it. And not only that, you can make your vision board using Canva, like a virtual kind of vision board. But I like to have, I like to put my hands in it and make my vision board, and to be able to, put it where I can see it. So a poster board, or a cork board, or a foam board, either one you can use. You want to have some magazines, printed images or printed quotes, or digital tools if you prefer to make your vision board or your manifesto online. You want to have scissors, glue, tape, or push pins, right? Markers or pens for writing affirmations or writing your goals. Sometimes what I do, I just cut out the letters and make my affirmations, or make whatever declaration I want to make on the vision board. And number 2, you want to define your categories. right? And what this means is break down your vision into categories such as health, relationships, career, spiritual goals or spiritual growth, finances, and personal development. So you want to break it down into these categories. And number 3, choose images and words. Look for images, look for words and quotes that inspire you to align you with your manifesto and with your vision board. These should be symbols of where you want to be, what you want to achieve, and who you want to become. That's a part of that personal development, coming into who you are, right? Becoming 1% better every day. And the fourth, how to create your vision board is, I love this. Be intentional about placement. What do I mean by that? As you place each image on your image or your board, ask yourself how it connects with your goals. So you're not just going to, haphazardly place pictures and figures and words. You're going to be intentional. You're going to be intentional about how you're organizing your vision board, because it must connect. It should connect with your intentions for this year. You want to ask yourself, does it represent my growth? Does it represent where I want to be? Does it represent my strength? Does it represent my peace? Does it represent the boundaries that I have put in place for my life moving forward? Every image, ladies, should resonate with the life you are creating, with the life that you want to evolve in. Okay? Practical ways. There are practical ways that we can execute your manifesto and your vision board. And number 1, daily reflection. So before you execute your manifesto and create your vision board, you want to have a pause moment that you are thinking about your goals, your intentions, what you want to accomplish. How do you want to evolve? What are the things you want to let go? What are the things you want to improve on? And in those moments, that is when you're going to have a clear picture of how you want to create your vision board and write your manifesto. So daily reflection. And we talked last week about reflection, how important reflection is, because what it does, it make it a habit. As you're reflecting, you are able to develop a habit to read your manifesto each day or as much as possible. So that tells me when you create your manifesto, when you write your manifesto, you want to have it in a place where you can see it on a daily basis. Let it be a reminder of who you are and what you're working towards, what you're working to accomplish for this year. Visualize it daily. Spend time each day looking at your vision board. Let your imagination run wild with possibilities. Visualize yourself living the life you have dreamt about. Visualize yourself living the life that you are trying to create. Because I believe that our imagination is a prelude. It's a vision to our future. So I always said it's very important for us to be careful of the thoughts that we're thinking, how we are, thinking about our lives. Because what you think, you manifest, right? So it is important to visualize each day living the life you dream of, or the life that you are creating for yourself, and not only for yourself, but your family, those close to you. Okay. And the third one is setting monthly goals. Break your larger goals, your larger intentions into monthly action steps. Look at your vision board and your manifesto every month and ask yourself this question. What's one step I can take this month to move me closer to this vision that I have created for myself, or this vision that I see for myself, right? So we should have a monthly goal setting or a monthly intention setting that we're looking at our manifesto, we're reading it, we are looking at the vision board that we created, and we're asking ourselves on a monthly, or for some of you, you might want to do it more frequently than that. And you want to ask yourself, what's one step I can take this week, this month, to move me closer to my intentions? And number 4, stay accountable. Share your manifesto and your vision board with a trusted friend, a trusted family member, or an accountability partner. It's powerful to have someone to check in with you, and not only just to check in with you, but to celebrate your process, to celebrate your wins. Okay? So as we are concluding this short, Snapback Life, Facebook Live for the first of the new year, I want to really encourage you that if you have never created a vision board or a manifesto, I would implore you, I would encourage you to think about it and to do it. Okay? I am going to be working on my manifesto and my vision board this week while I'm away just for some R&R and just having some me time, not only with my husband, but with 3 of my amazing cousins here. And looking forward to even, start to think about my vision board and my manifesto and probably create my manifesto while I'm here. So I want to encourage you, if you have never done it, or if it's something that you've thought about for years and you want to do it, this is the time to do it, right? So in conclusion, ladies, I want to give us a call to action. We've covered a lot today as far as, writing your manifesto and creating a vision board. But remember that creating your manifesto, writing your manifesto and creating your vision board isn't just a one-time activity. It's an ongoing process that can empower you every single day. Every single day. As we step into this new year, let's make this year the year we live intentionally, the year we live purposefully, and in alignment with our deepest desires, in alignment with our divine purpose, in alignment with our intentions. Don't forget, right, that you have the power to shape your future. You have what it takes to make your year successful. So I challenge you today, ladies, to take a few moments to begin working on your manifesto. It is the weekend. You can start creating your manifesto and your vision board this weekend. Share your progress with us in the group. So when you decide to do it and you've done it, I would love for you to share your you don't have to share your manifesto, but you can share your vision board in our Facebook group. And that's something that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to share my vision board with you, and I'm going to share the one I made last year, right? And here's the caveat to that. When you create your vision board at the end of the year, you can look at that vision board and see all your accomplishments, right? You can say, wow, I did accomplish that. Wow, I did travel here. Wow, I accomplished that. And you can take time to celebrate your wins, celebrate the goals, right? The landmarks that you made for the last year. And whatever, this is what I do. Whatever I look at, when I look and assess my vision board for last year, the things that I did not complete or I'm lacking, I bring it over to my next vision board, hoping, and the plan is to accomplish what I did not accomplish in the last year, in this year, right? So share your progress with us in the group and let's support each other on this journey of transformation. Together, ladies, we're going to make 2025 our greatest year. So see you tomorrow in our chat as we talk about, and I'd love to hear your viewpoint on writing your manifesto and creating a vision board. If it's something that you have done in the past, or if it's something that is a practice of yours, I want you to share it with us, right? Share it with us in the chat so that we all can benefit from it. Ladies, my desire and my prayer for you is that you will prepare to accelerate in this year, that you will prepare to move it with momentum into the goals and the intentions that you have set for yourself. I want you to have a great weekend and a happy, happy new year. This is the year that you're going to step into your divine assignment and your divine purpose. Have a great Friday. And remember that life is a gift. Live it well.